Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So in this video we'll take a look at NEA protocol or the NEA token. In this video I will completely break down the current state of the NEA and how it is doing, and we'll also talk about its price, and this is like my analysis from my last video, and we'll talk about the price at the end. So if you are only interested in the price, I think you can just go to the end, most likely from 5 minutes or even like from 4 minutes. I'm not sure as I'm recording this as of now. Anyways, let's get started. Now, as of now, if you don't know, the NEA's big push has been towards AI, as you can see here. First of all, when they came out, they were about like scalability. Again, now they are like going for scalability is plus with an AI, so that is like really big one, I would say, for the NEA in general. Now because of that AI push, the token saw a massive recovery, going from $1 to as high as like $9, and as of now it's like at 2.75. Now their push, or you can say the new product or their latest product that is doing really well as of now is NEA Intents. So basically this is like a revolutionary transaction framework that bridges AI and blockchain tech, as you can see here, allowing users and AI agents to execute complex transactions across multiple blockchains seamlessly. And this basically launched back in November, and as of now it's doing really well, I would say, and because of this NEA may actually see a massive recovery in the future. So as of now, if we look at how the NEA Intents is doing, if you look here, the volume on NEA Intents is just like building up, so it keeps going up. Overall, I would say this is like their biggest success yet, I would say. And now in terms of like if you look at the active addresses on the NEA, it's not doing that good, as you can see here. It's basically down from 1.7 million users to as low as like 300k. Still, these are a lot of users or a lot of active addresses, but they are nowhere near its peak, as you can see. And in terms of transaction counts, it has gone like from average of 7 million to as low as average of 4.5 million, I would say. Again, still a pretty good, I would say, still a pretty good amount. Now in terms of like if you look at more into NEA Intents, this is how it looks like. As of now, the volume keeps going up, and if this like continues to go up, I think this could basically help NEA a lot in the future, I would say. Now this is the all-time this is like all-time volume. Again, it is a massive one, and this is how the daily activities are happening on the NEA Intents. Now in terms of the NEA itself, if you look at their if you look at the ecosystem, the big thing about like NEA scalability is through their shards, and as of now basically they went from like in 2021 they only had one shard, as you can see, and now they have over 9 shards. So if this continues to go up, the scalability for the NEA will basically go parabolic, and I think that will most likely like benefit NEA a lot in the future. Now everything like if you look here, NEA is building up for that future, so it seems like that they are slowly building, and in the future it may pay off when the market does see a massive shift towards altcoins, and I think the NEA would be one of the first ones. Again, we still need to wait for its ETF news, and if it happens, NEA can become a big one. Now in terms of like its roadmap, they are basically going towards chain abstraction plus NEA Intents, as you can see here. And in terms of their analytics, this is how it looks like. They have had like 100% uptime since launch, 100k transactions per second, 5 million daily transactions, 48 million plus monthly active users. Like in terms of their ecosystem and tokens, like over 500 million total funding raised, stablecoin supply over 600, token unlocked 98%, NEA supply staked 46%. So now if you don't know about the NEA tokens, like NEA token itself, it doesn't have a max supply. It is an inflationary token, and the NEA token is also banned on the fees to control that inflation as well. Now if you are holding NEA, and if you're planning to hold this coin for long term, it is better to stake this token, and you will get, I think somewhere around 7 to 8% APY, which is a lot. And I think it is a really good idea to stake this token because it is an inflationary token, and I think staking this token will pay off in the long term. Now, in terms of like how the token itself is doing in terms of price, this was my analysis in the previous video, and I am looking at a retest somewhere around 1.6 to 1.39, I would say, dollar, because I think this is a trend line where the NEA usually sees a massive recovery from. So even if you look here back in 2022, after hitting this, it actually went as high as $20, and again back in 2023, after hitting this exact level, it went as high as like 8.8. Now I think if it can retest on this trend line, somewhere on this trend line, let's say, I think it may basically like do a massive move after hitting this. So as of now, I'm really expecting to hit like this trend line eventually in the future, so it could be somewhere around $1.6, I would say. Now if it does makes this retest, I think this is going to be a really big one, because after that we will have a really big move. Now again, I think this will most likely happen when we do see a massive crash. And in the if you look at the Bitcoin, it seems like that again it's holding really well. So as of now, if we look at like at the short term, this is how I would be looking at as of now. So the token is in like the short term uptrend as well, ever since like June of 2025, and as of now it continues to like follow this trend as well. So again, if we can get a retest somewhere on this, let's see, okay, so let me try to get this perfectly. If we can get a retest somewhere on this purple trend line, it would also be really good. So if let's say BTC goes down slightly more, we may see a retest as low as 2.5, and that is the entry that I would be looking at. So most likely somewhere around 2.58 to like I would say 2.49, that is the next entry I'm looking at. Again, if the market does go down or does go up, it would be a really good like entry as well, because if NEA can break out from this trend line, which is like it's like downtrend that it has been following ever since September of like 2025. So if we can see a retest on this like trend line, and after that if the market does recover, we may actually see a pretty good breakout as well. So this can happen as well. But again, even if the market does go up, let's say if the NEA does continues to go up, I would be looking at like we do have a really good resistance around 3.3, as well as I would say 3.3 is like a really strong resistance that it has been struggling to break above from, and we also have a really good resistance somewhere around 3.7. If NEA can flip like this 3.7, it can go, I would say, that 4.8, but again this is really strong resistance, so it does need to break above from 3.7 if it wants to go higher. Again, I think as of now the biggest resistance that it is like struggling to break is like 3.64 to be exact, and if it can break that, we may go as high as 4.2 or even like 4.8 or even eventually 5.8 is a possibility. Again, it also depends on whether they announce anything new or not. If they announce something new which is that is big, it could be really helpful for the NEA. But as of now, this is what I'm looking at. Eventually, I'm looking at a retest on this like green trend line, and I think that is going to be one of the best entry for the NEA. Again, the NEA does have a really good support somewhere around 1.85 to 1.79 as well. So that is also another really good entry. Anyways, thanks for watching. I will be back with more. Thank you.